Hello everyone, welcome to the Amazing Knowledge Kids World Santham YouTube channel. Today we are going to see the topic simple and compound interest. Okay, let's get started. At the end, we will learn about definition of simple interest, formula used, and the definition of compound interest and the formula used for finding compound interest annually, half yearly, and quarterly. Okay, now let's see what is simple interest. When we borrow some money from the bank or any other financial institutions, the bank used to add some extra amount after every year. This type of interest is also called the simple interest or SI in short form. The simple interest it's nothing but it is the interest or amount the money which is added extra in that in the money, like for example the principal amount they used to add the money, the sum of the amount of money which you have borrowed. In that the amount will be some amount of money will be added, for example 100 after every years. For example, after 1 year you will get the 100 will be added in your loan amount. So after some years it will the what do you say, the principal amount will increase. So this is how simple interest will happen. Simple interest is used. So in order if the year is increased, they will add a certain a certain amount in every year. So here the principal will never change. Now let's see the formulas related to simple interest. Formulas used. The formula used for finding the simple interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. So here P is equal to the principal amount or the sum of the money borrowed, as I said earlier, the loan amount, rate, the rate of interest per annum or the percentage of the annual basis on money which should be paid. Now the rate of interest per annum, you can say like it is the percentage on how much money it should be paid on that year. And time time period or number of years will be depicted in the short form as T. So we can say this T as terms. Now formula for finding the principal, rate of interest and term of period, that is time period, are P or T. If in the given questions, if they are given to find the principal amount, the rate of interest and the number of years, use these formulas. P is equal to 100 into SI divided by R plus T. R is equal to 100 plus SI. It is R is equal to 100 into SI divided by T into T, and T is equal to 100 into SI divided by P into R. So principal is equal to 100 into simple interest divided by the rate of interest per annum divided into time. So this is like you are reciprocating the formula for finding the principal, rate of interest and time. But anyway, all the formulas here are same. So all the formulas here are same, but the reciprocal what happens here is different. So instead of using these formulas, you can even use the same formula which you find for simple interest, but that will take a little time. So you can use these formulas in order to find the principal, rate of interest and the time in within the less amount of time period. Okay, now let's see what is compound interest. Compound interest is also interest in which the principal will change after every year. So after 1 year is completed, they will add the simple interest. They will add the simple interest with the principal, so it will come as the amount. So the amount of 1 year will be the principal for the another year. Do you understand? Yeah, because the compound interest is somewhat, the compound interest and simple interest is very same, but the only difference here is the principal will change after every year or after 1 year is completed. But at simple interest, the principal will not change even after every years. Now let's see the formulas related to the compound interest. formula for the compound interest which is compounded annually, formulas for the compound interest which is compounded annually. So the amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. Here P is equal to principal as usual, R is equal to rate of interest, and n is equal to number of years, also known as time period. Now here, for finding the compound interest, it's very easy. You can just subtract the principal from the amount. So here amount minus principal will give you CI, that is the compound interest. You understand? Yeah. Now this is very easy in order for finding the compound interest. Now let's see the compound interest for finding half yearly. Now here the formula used for the compound interest is compounded half yearly. Sometimes you will be you will feel it like it is very difficult, but don't worry, it's very easy. Here the only changes you need to do is you need to add by half 1 by 2 to the R by 100. It will be like R by 100 into 1 by 2. This is how you will get that, and instead of n you will get 2n, because as we all know it's related to fraction, like 2 halves will give you a whole, so that's how you will get 2n. So remember this formula, amount is equal to P into R 1 plus R by 2 divided by 100, or R by 200 the whole power 2n. As usual, for finding the compound interest, subtract principal from the amount. Now let's see how we can find the compound interest if it is compounded. Okay, now we are going to see the compound interest formula for the compound interest compounded quaternary. Here we use the same formula that as we have did in the half yearly, but the only change we need to do here is, instead of putting R by 2 you can use R by 4. So the amount is equal to principal into 1 plus R by 400 the whole power 4n. So this is how the formula is given. So as usual, for finding the compound interest, just subtract the principal from the amount. That's all. Now we are going to see a very different type of the compound interest in which it will confuse you, but don't worry, I have provided you the formula there in which it will be very easy to find. Now formula for finding the compound interest, if the year is given like 1 year and 3 months, etc. Now 1 year is very easy, you can find it, but what about the 3 months? You see, it's very difficult, but don't worry, it's very easy as I have given you this formula. First, take this whole 1 year, one whole year, and just substitute it on the n number of times, like 1 year. So it will be given like, first the normal compound interest into 1 plus the given month, that is 3 months. 3 months means, first 3 months means how much? It is 1/4 of a year, or 1.5 of a year, or like that. First you need to find by giving the 3 months, 3 divided by 12 years. So it will be 1 plus given month into R by 100. So use this formula. I will write the formula here. P 1 plus R by 100 R by 100 the whole power 1. That is, we are given 1 year and 3 months, so we can substitute the value 1 here. And for finding the 3 months, use this 1 plus 3 by 12, which will give you 1, cancelling will give you 1 by 4 into R by 100. So this is how we can find for the compound interest if the year is given like 1 year and 3 months. Okay, now with this formula you can do any sums which gives in which the year is given like 1 year and 3 months or etc. Very easily you can solve this sum. Okay, thanks. That's all for today. Thank you so much. The sums will be given at next video. Thank you.